Welcome back. Welcome back to Kenton and Habiba. Happy April. This is going to be a very busy vlog. And on today's episode, I'm going to be sharing Kareem and Miriam taking driver's lessons. So yes, I know some of you have been asking, why don't your adult children drive? Why do y'all drive them everywhere? Because we're those type of parents and they didn't want to drive before. Well, anyway, finally, you'll see them taking some lessons and I will explain further. We will also be sharing Khalid's after surgery reaction. You know how it's so funny when people come out of anesthesia? And I know you guys often see Khalid as, the socially awkward. You see him. Young guy. Well, he is also very chatty, and you will see that after anesthesia. So anyway, after that, you'll also see Bashir, my brother, unboxing some gifts. So anyone who has sent him gifts that you didn't see in the previous unboxing, hopefully you'll see that this time. Okay, let's get this driver's lesson going. Keep in mind, they all have their driver's permit. They passed the written part, and now they have to practice.
So yeah, because the left is the brake, and that's the gas, right? So you just want to be able to shift over, because if you have to lift, you lose. Actually, that's a second. Every second counts.
So y'all, Kareem is learning to drive. Since they're home for spring break, I was like, what do you want to do? Kareem was like, nothing, not really anything. I was like, nah, let's do something fun. You guys want to drive? Let's go out driving. So that's what we're doing. Because their father actually had been reluctant for them to drive, and they all have their learner's permit, but they just still haven't been able to drive. And of course, with our type of lifestyle and their school, there really hasn't been any significant need for them. Whoa, go Kareem, go Kareem. Kareem's going. So we're in a parking lot. I don't know where we are, but it's a parking lot, and let me make sure. Let's make sure he's turning right. Is he turning? Is he turning? Is he turning? Yep, he's turning.
And the same thing like I was telling Kareem. See how you have to move your feet? It's going to be a little challenge because you got little feet. So that's your dad, so it's no big deal. So that's why I sit so close.
Yeah, because I can't really see over.
Right, you can't see it.
That's fine.
How's that? That's good?
Yeah.
So see how your foot is?
Yeah.
All you have to do is just do that. You don't lift it.
Should I be in the middle and then?
Remember what I told you about your feet?
Or should I be more like?
It's more over the gas.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's where you can easily move from one to the other without lifting.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're seated up, you have to sit up higher?
You can do that?
Yeah. You can do that? What you mean?
Yeah, this is a nice car. The cheaper cars, no, you're screwed.
Oh. Yeah, I can see now.
Cheaper cars are screwed. But this one, they got...
Of course you can
got
move
little
up.
people.
Yeah, I can see.
All right, go ahead.
Little Miriam.
All right.
You ready, Miriam?
There's a lot of buttons up here.
Yeah, a lot of buttons. feels like being in an airplane for the first time. You think there's a lot of buttons, but there isn't.
So before we go turn off in the parking lot, that's again the same thing as practice. So we're placement your hands, 10 and 2, right? And then you gotta be one of the car. You gotta feel when it's starting to pull back, when the inertia is setting in. That's what it is. Very good. Okay. Look at it ahead, but not down. Now you're going to look over to your left where you want to go, and you're go ahead and start turning to where you want to go. As the car turns, see how it goes like this? Now you start moving back. Okay, so press on the brake a little bit.
Turn more.
Yeah, turn more because we're going to go into a wall. All right.
We don't want that.
Press on the gas just a little bit. Yep, there you go.
So cute, little Miriam in the car. Call her little Miriam because she's the littlest one. But it's so funny, she's 19, so of course she should be driving. And her dad right now is so much better than how he was when I was young. I learned to drive with Kenton. Maybe when I was about 20, 21. maybe 22, something like that. 20, 21, 22. And Kenton, as a driver back then, was horrible. He used to yell at me, and then I would get mad and tell him to get out. And so that's how it was. But somehow, you know what? Eventually I passed my driver's test, so I learned to drive in California. Yeah, I was in California. Y'all remember when you first learned to drive? Whoop, that makes me nervous. She better turn before she hit that wall. Yep. Anyway, you remember when you learned to drive for the first time? Thinking like, these were my little babies. These little people are now behind the wheel. And I know some of you parents are probably thinking, it's about time, Kenton and Habiba. Your children should have been driving long time ago. But like I said, with our lifestyle and, you know, just the way we operate, the children or our young adult kids have not needed to drive. They are on a college campus, and before that, in high school, it was our choice, we preferred to take them where they needed to go. Because guess what? Our kids were never the type to hang out or be places after hours. They were either studying at home or at school. That was it. We never encouraged them to be just out like that. If they were somewhere, we took them. Now, some people can call that overprotective, but I think that worked for us, because when I think about my childhood, you know, even though it was sort of interrupted when I came to the U.S., my mom did not let me just go hang out in people's houses. I didn't go to any teenage kids' houses and sleep over or just go out on dates or nothing, none of that. It was pretty much home or school. Home or school or some things educationally related. And at that time, if I had to go somewhere without my mom, who was a single mom at the time, I took the train. I took the train or I took the bus. So yeah, that was that. So for us, it just felt natural that if we don't have to force them to drive, and you know, you think about the cost of gas, the cost of maintaining a car, the cost of insurance, and all the things that you need in the US, it's a lot. It can be very expensive, and not to mention dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Of course, we're gonna have to do this over and over and over again on several days, because they have a logbook where, you know, they have to record how many hours they have practiced before they go to take the driving test. So they will have to do, obviously, an in-person driving test with an instructor to make sure they are ready, because they already did the writing or the written driver's test already. And of course, like I said, they all passed the first time. So if I didn't mention, this was during their spring break several weeks ago, and it was about 6 p.m. here in North Carolina. How'd she do, Daddy?
Oh, she did good.
She did good, right?
Keep practicing it.
Yeah, she just had to practice, but I'm sure
So yeah, what would be fine with seasoning? This would be a whole bunch of shit in my mouth. The only thing I didn't like about procedure was if you go into a room, they lay you down, check your blood pressure, then they ask you if you've had any history of blood donations in the past. And for the Red Cross, I had to do a blood test. So I did it on my right arm because I'm left-handed. And so we got the IV on the right. The only thing I didn't like about the IV was that it was slightly cold and there was a pinch.
Did it hurt?
I thought, I'm not afraid of needles, so it didn't really hurt. I was trying right down to Wake Forest. I did a lot of studying. And particularly in biochemistry and physics and psychology. And so my mind's pretty sharp right now. So maybe I don't know what that's like. It's literally like.
So you think that you had mental exercise?
Yes, you mentally prepared.
So it's like you basically did your brain did brain push-ups. And so before this,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really, they're asking me, do I have any issues of drugs, alcohol, medication? I said, no, I'm perfectly healthy. I get seasonal allergies. That's it. And
So basically, yeah. Did you tell them you have a strong brain?
No, I didn't tell them that I was a graduating college student or any of that. They assumed that I was just a young man. Those were his parents. I told them I played video games, so they might think I'm still kind of a student. But I mean, that's fine anyway.
Right.
Queen told me the room was cold. The room was actually fine. I think it's because I have a higher body temperature than most people.
Is that
So
right?
all I did was they put a blanket on me.
Yeah.
I laid in my bath. They had pressure for my arm on the left and then the IV on the right. And she had no problem finding my veins.
No,
I was like,
they need to stick both
I don't
arms.
drink, I don't smoke, I drink water. Water's my beverage of choice.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay, cool. Doctor came in, nice white guy, went through the procedure with me. And all I remember is him saying, insert CC into the UV bag, and after that, black.
Yeah.
So I assume that since I'm such a fucking lightweight pussy, that it didn't take much for me to pass out because I don't drink or anything. I have perfectly flush system, and I'm hungry and thirsty at the same time.
Yeah.
So they said that they would have a conversation with me. They barely had any conversation with me besides the fact that, are you okay? Passed out. That was it.
Yeah.
So I wake up, I'm like, it's done? And she's like, yeah, it's done. I'm like, oh, cool. She's like, can you walk? I'm like, surprisingly, I can walk. Also, anyway, I feel like I can walk, I can think properly. It's not money. Cream looked like a fucking zombie when he came out.
Yeah.
I think,
What do you think you look like?
I think I look like someone who has a physical disorder. But there's no fogginess in my brain. They said that people were out of it for hours. I literally just got out of it. I'm like,
So right now you can take the MCAT.
right now I can answer a couple biology questions. Organic chemistry is not really my strong suit right now.
Okay.
I would say.
What's the powerhouse of the cell?
Mitochondria. That's some bullshit. Everyone knows that.
Who knows?
But general chemistry and physics, which is the first section of the MCAT.
Where does fecal matter come out of?
Uranus.
That's a planet. Uranus. See? You didn't answer it right.
The large intestine. But
That's that.
it's really, they numbed me so I don't feel pain right now, but I feel like it's gonna be like a bitch later.
Yeah, when you chew.
When you chew.
You're not gonna feel it just
It's
normally,
such
but
a small jaw. It doesn't look like a lot of swelling, right?
Just slightly, but just a little bit like Kanye. Not much.
If we need help getting up there, I think I can get out there myself.
Wow.
No, I got it. So this is good. Thing is that up here is good, but my legs are a little slow. Yeah, you're a pussy. I got nervous when I saw him. I realized I'm good. Watch. I swear they didn't give me enough anesthesia.
But yeah, I think that's what it was.
Sun's coming out.
Yeah, because you're talking so much.
You're press more down onto your
clot.
jaws.
Because you're talking so much, it's not allowing it to clot.
Well, maybe you won't remember it tomorrow.
No, I probably will. I'm talking to you right now.
Alright, well, come and sit down.
So I guess this is a chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, I'll put it in the freezer.
I don't know, is there a straw thing?
You can't use straw.
Yeah, you can't suck.
Yeah.
You have to
Because
just.
you can't create pressure to pop the stitches.
Right.
You don't remember that?
I remember when Mommy took Daddy to get his.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was passed out in the car.
Yeah, he was out.
He also looked like a bitch. So I come out on top.
Because I'm always tired.
So
You're right.
So it's
what
me,
you just said?
it's
Your
me.
dad's a bitch?
Yeah.
Say that again?
It's,
What'd you say about your
the
dad?
thing is that these aren't unfiltered thoughts.
Oh, now they're
Oh,
unfiltered?
No, these aren't.
So
No, they're not filtered.
I'm restraining.
That's true.
I feel-
yeah, so the drugs aren't working then.
She seems
So
like-
you said the drugs aren't working.
No, what I'm saying is that since I'm a really healthy individual for my age and I only drink water, I'm probably flushing it out pretty fast.
Have you peed yet?
I might in like 5 minutes.
Okay, so it hasn't flushed out yet.
Yeah.
Right?
It's because the only fluid that I received was the IV.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's not flush. It's still in your system.
And everything's so clear, it's so blurry. I thought I would remember shit for like hours after you dropped me off. But I remember everyone's name.
Yeah, who's the nurse?
Claudia. At the doctor, the short white guy. He said his name too fast for me to remember. But he got put on his gown and everything, so I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just chill.
Thank God the anesthesia did wear off and Khalid is doing better. He actually went back to Maryland to his job. And for those who don't know, he's actually studying for the MCAT. He plans to go to medical school. He's very smart, as you can tell, but he's also very introverted. So he's not usually that talkative and he's normally very respectful. It's a new day and we're taking Kareem and Mariam back to college. There is an accident over to our left there, and there was just like one accident after another. Keep in mind, this was right after spring break, and all the college kids are going back. So we had to be really careful on the road. And yet another accident.
Young people driving.
Yep, they're probably all going back to college. Oh my God, yeah. Seriously, the road can be a scary place, especially when a lot of young people are texting and driving and not focused. Just take this as a reminder. Be careful out there, everyone. Be careful. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the little ride to the college campus as we take Kareem and Mariam back to school after spring break. So after dropping off the kids, we headed back home, but by this time it was really late. And we knew we wouldn't get home in time for me to cook dinner. I was really tired. I hadn't really slept more than I think 3 hours, so I was exhausted. And although I get kind of anxious when we have to stop because I really don't like getting fast food, especially with, being gluten-free, but Zaxby's was actually pretty good. It turned out they don't batter their chicken, so there's no wheat flour on it. So it felt safe enough to eat, and it actually turned out really good. So yeah, we stopped, we had a little break and then we continued our trip back home. And yes, it was delicious, but I was very kind of cautious. But I will say it really tasted good. And you know I love my fries and my ketchup. You can't have fries without ketchup. Who else dips their fries in ranch? Anyway, it was good. And I kind of thought, maybe I won't show you this clip. But it's real life. I'm not gonna, hide the fact that yes, sometimes I do or have to eat on the road. And even though I don't think of Zaxby's as fast food, it's kind of a little more elevated than your typical, fast food. But if I'm honest, it is fast food. And if you eat too much of this sort of stuff, it's kind of fattening. But anyway, it was a good meal, a good break, and a good way to kind of talk to my hubby and catch up before we head back on the road. Canton showing off his chicken sandwich. Doesn't that look good though? Oh, look at him. He thinks he's Vanna White with the sandwich though. Anyway, let's head on back home. So if you saw the last vlog, I put out all my plants, or all the ones that belong on the deck. I put them outside, right? And I was so excited about how the weather was so great here in North Carolina. Well, guess what? I spoke too quick because the last 2 days were freezing. And so I had to bring back some of my plants, like this lemon bush hiding behind my couch. I had to bring it back indoor, and quite a number of them here on the floor in the breakfast area. You see that pathetic little rose bush? Kenton brought that in because he was like, it's going to die, but I think it's already dead. Anyway, I have one plant that I forgot to bring indoors, and I'm so sad. But look at the plant that I forgot to bring in. I'm so upset. I don't know if I want to tell Kenton. Look, that banana plant. That banana plant has been growing for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. Fine. And then you see what happens when it drops below freezing? I'm just praying it will come back. I'm just praying it's not completely dead, because it's too late, Bringing it indoor now is a waste of time. It is a nice day today, and I think for the rest of the week it's going to be somewhere between 50 and 60 degrees, so it should be fine. So if it's going to survive, it will come back, but that's up to God, right? Anyway, I had to come inside because those obnoxious dogs, the neighbors' dogs, were just barking like crazy. I guess I've been away, and now that I come back and I'm outside, either they're happy to see me or they don't recognize me. I'm not sure. But yeah, they were literally standing on a table above the fence barking at me, like all 3 dogs. So we're in my office, which extends that way. And I'll give you a full tour when I'm done with the space. I came back, I felt inspired to make my space feel even a little bit more comfortable and more like me. And so anyway, I'm going to be putting something right here. Bleach wipes, Clorox wipes. So you guys might remember this. Like I said, I used it for books. And then it just didn't quite look right, but it was helpful because my IKEA bookcase that was up here, the little tall skinny one, fell over or broke, and I could have fixed it, but Kenton was like, no, it's too dangerous, we need to discard it. So anyway, I took this from another area of the house, and then I used it up here for books. But now that I have a nice bookcase, I'm going to use this for what I think the purpose is intended, which is kind of for, in my opinion, it's giving garden, so I'm going to use it for plants. This is a small bromeliad Kenton picked up, and I'm putting it in this container that Kareem made. And I found this container also. It's kind of ugly but cute at the same time. Kareem made this. He said, I asked him what was the story behind this because it looked very, I don't know, unusual. And he said that when he was first starting, he didn't know how to do it properly and the glaze wouldn't stick. As you can see, this area is unglazed and then this area is glazed. And I thought that made it look very unique. So I like it. I like it. So I'm going to put this plant, and this is a little too big for it, but until I get a bigger container, I'm going to leave it in here. This is an this is a snake leaf plant, snake plant. If it looks good on camera or not, because I know the sun is coming in. So you know what, let me close the curtains for now. It probably helps the picture look better. And you can see I left enough room behind the shelf for the curtain. So should we put her here? Yeah, why don't we put her here? And then let's put this little baby up here, the bromeliad. And I definitely have room for much more, but obviously we're just getting out of the winter, and these are the plants that I've managed to salvage. But you know I'm gonna be shopping for more plants. And then we got this little baby, remember her? Let's put her, I don't know. I kind of like, you know what, let's switch this up. I like this little blue container too. Love this book. And then I have this cute little what is it? Succulent. Yeah, this is a little succulent. It's real. See, the leaves are browning. Kenton kind of forgot to water it. So succulents don't need a lot of water, but they need some. So super cute. And then this is an even smaller one. Like you can barely see it. And he told me though, at least he tried, because this little succulent started off from a leaf. Do you see the little leaf here that's dried away? And there's the tiniest little succulent right in there. And this pot is so cute, so small. When I got home, Kenton had this on my desk, this little solar-powered cat. So I think she can go up there too. I like the kind of life it gives to the space. So yeah, I think that's it. Okay, y'all, so I forgot to show you this little lady. She belongs on my little plant shelf. This little lady. So yeah, I definitely come from a family of very artistic people. I've had a lot of aunts and great-grandmothers who were creative and artistic, and this one was made, the sculpture, it's solid, I've had this for many years, was made by Auntie Nina, who lives in England, Auntie Nina Hartley. You can Google her. And she is a well-renowned artist, and she makes huge, large sculptures, and this was one of her pieces. And Auntie Nina is related to me via my mom's side, my grandpa. So grandpa, who passed away, my Jamaican grandfather, his brother, Uncle Sammy, his brother, that's the wife. So Auntie Nina is an English woman, white or Caucasian English woman, who was married to my grand uncle. And she's still alive, very much alive. In fact, she just wrote one of her memoirs Yeah, I don't know if she watches me all the way from England. I do know that I have family in England, and some of them do watch. So shout out to her, and I'm wishing her lots of love and good health. And the reason I like having this sculpture around is because she just reminds me to, you know, have that moment of zen. When I'm feeling stressed, looking at her just makes me feel relaxed, because obviously she's in a yoga pose and she looks relaxed, and sometimes we just need that reminder, because even though you guys see me as this bubbly, happy person most of the time, half the time I'm a very anxious, high-strung individual who has moments of extreme anxiety. And so I try to surround myself with beautiful things that help either put a smile on my face or help relax me.
All right, first box. And this is from a gift for you. Bashir, congratulations on the purchase of your new home. I pray you enjoy it for all the wonderful years to come. Shalom from CRC. CRC, thank you very much. God bless. This is highly appreciated and unexpected. Let's commence. All right. It's quite a heavy box, so I'm trying to take care of opening it. Wow, it's plates. Dinner plates. Look at the size of these things. These are marvelous. Nice dinner plates. Okay. This will come in handy.
Very nice. They like that. Dishes.
Holidays. Shall I unwrap one for you?
Yeah.
See?
Take them out the box.
Not all of them. Should take them out. Before my clumsy self drops one, and then I have a conniption.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Solid ceramic. Okay, thank you again, CRC. Thank you very much. Nope. Unfortunately, this doesn't have anyone's name on there. Is this a clock? Snooze. Oh, it's a clock. Okay, cool. Very interesting. Like a bedside table clock. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you from Anonymous. I wish you guys put names. I would say thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Thank you personally. Yeah, it's a bedside table alarm clock. Unfortunately, no name.
No name.
Thank you. This thing is like bubble wrap really well. Okay. Let's say who's it from? No, return address, McLean, McMain line. I guess that's the name of the company. It doesn't specifically. That's a company.
WKC.
Mainline.
Mainline.
Interesting.
It's the same thing.
It's bubble wrap.
It is this.
Something different. What is that? It's bubble wrap.
Very well wrapped.
Oh, is it? Oh my God. I thought it was glass. Alright, someone sent me another cutlery holder.
It's
So I
another.
guess I can use it for a second drawer.
Right.
Right?
Perfect.
No name, thank you so much. This is very nice, very thoughtful. I guess you can't have enough cutlery holders.
Cloudy sky tonight, low 44.
Wow,
Shower and spots
fits
toward daybreak.
perfectly.
The AccuWeather Sport Day forecast just ahead.
Wow, it's perfect. It fits even the drawer perfectly.
Good evening, I'm Monique.
All right, following box. Hopefully this will have the tag. Yep, it does. So I can thank the person. A gift for you, wishing you lots of happy times in your new home, from Joan Ramali. Thank you very much, Joan. Let's see what we got here. Okay, what is this, cutlery? It might be cutlery. Oh my goodness, matching gold.
Wow,
Wow, this is awesome.
very nice.
Oh my goodness. Joan, thank you very much. Wow, this is beautiful. Thank you. All right, last but not least for now. Oh my God.
What?
You look at this? You look at this?
Wow.
Somebody look at this. Oh my God. Matching cuisine cookware set.
Cuisinart. Cuisinart 11-piece.
Oh my God.
Hot
Who's this
set.
from? Who did this? No name? Really? No, if this is in there, the tag should be in there. Is it
What's on the tag?
No, this just says what it is. But it doesn't have. Could this have gone in there? Let me see. Let me see. Could it have fallen in here somehow? No, the tag didn't fall in. Oh no, it doesn't have any name. Oh my God, anonymous again. Wow, anonymous, thank you very much. This is fantastic. This is it. This is it.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless. Thank you, everybody.
As you can see, my brother Bashir was very appreciative of all the gifts, and even I, his sister, so appreciative of all the gifts you guys have given. Even the people who decided to remain anonymous. Wow, thank you so much. You guys have been so generous. And I hope you thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. We love you and take care.